New videos every day. Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
Hi everyone, this is Courtney and you're watching Lesson 6 in our Yoga for Beginners program. We are going over backbends in this video, and it's a beginner's backbend video. So let's get started on the ground. You're going to be laying down, so please follow along. Laying down on your belly, just like preparing for cobra pose. So I'm hooking my toes under my feet right now and getting a little push just to energize the soles of my feet, and then I'm unhooking my toes and I'm pressing the tops of my feet straight down. So this outfit is from LightintheBox, and I'm feeling a little bit like a dancer, and I was wondering if you guys are watching this video, if you are also in dance classes, or if you like to go out and dance. What kind of music do you like to dance to, or what's your dance style? I lived in Costa Rica for a year, and I'm feeling a little bit like I'm at the salsa club, wearing my fancy one shoulder top. So backbends, back to the backbends, there are a lot of benefits for our shoulders in backbends. So I'm just starting out with my fingertips on the ground, and this is energizing my upper arm bones into my shoulder blades, and my shoulder blades then are onto my back. I'm going to relax my forehead so I'm not having tension in my neck. Take some deep breaths, and you can move your shoulders around. If you're sitting at a desk all day or driving a car, these back bends are going to be your saving grace to release tension in your shoulders and also in your hands and your wrists. So now let's press straight down through your palms, so you're actually lifting your chest up and your head up. So we have shoulders into the body, and then hands pressed down to lift your chest and your head. One more time. Shoulders integrate into your back, and then press down through your palms. Lift up through your chest and your head. Deep breath. Now release your forehead to the ground. Slide your hands to the outside of your shoulders, and again, rising onto your fingertips. You're going to roll your shoulder blades close towards your spine. I'm staying on my fingertips, so I'm energizing my upper arms, and I'm not just pressing down through my wrists, but I'm lifting up through my fingertips, lifting through my arms and through my shoulders. Good. Exhale, forehead to the ground, and now slide your hands right under your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades towards your back and lift up into a miniature cobra. So miniature is not going to be really high off of the ground. You want to keep your elbows bent and keep your elbows close towards your rib cage, so you can almost just scale your arms along the sides of your body. And then I'm gonna come onto my elbows. Fix my dancer's top and prop up into, in yoga we call this Sphinx pose. So rising up from the ash, Sphinx, the new beginning. Left forearm crosses in front of your chest. Right hand goes out into this side position. Now I'm going to zip my legs together behind me, and then again flatten out my left foot and bend my right knee, pointing my toes up to the sky. Take my right hand back to my foot. And initially, I'm pushing my foot away from my body. And then I'm going to pause for a second. And I'm going to take the heel of my hand into the sole of my foot, and I'm going to start pushing my foot into my hand. So my arm becomes like a pillar or a staff. So it's preventing my foot from coming closer to my body. And this is waking up the sitting bone, the tush. So back bends are going to be really good for creating a nice toned backside, a good connection in your sitting bone. So if you have sciatica, this move right here, this difference between pushing your foot away from you and pressing your foot towards you is going to strengthen your muscles and open your joints, so that hopefully that sciatic pain will have a healthier pathway and won't cause you so much pain. And now what's happened is I've just taken my foot and my knees come off of the ground. So it's kind of like a very natural lift after the work we just did. Relax that side and move on to the next. So to switch sides, return to Sphinx pose, and I'm going to tuck both of my the toes of both of my feet under. Just recenter myself. And then flatten out your right foot. Extend your left hand out to the side position. And point your left toes up to the ceiling. Slide this forearm in front of your chest for more support. And then reach back to grab your left foot with your left hand. First things first. Press your foot away from your body. So you're tugging on your arm, and this is opening up the muscles along the front of your shoulder. And these muscles right here can pinch the nerves that run through your arm, so that causes the symptoms of carpal tunnel syndrome when you're reaching forward and compressing this area a lot. So this is going to be great for those of you who are in a desk job or driving, traveling a lot where your body is shifting forward. You'll want to practice these back bends. Now take the palm of your hand into your foot and squeeze your heel towards your hips. So this is contracting your hamstrings, and it's going to create at your sitting bone, at your ischial tuberosity, a powerful energy. In yoga, we call it the ischial bandhas. It's a lock of energy at your sitting bone. So we are getting stronger through our joints and our muscles and creating space and alignment in our body. Switch the grip of your hand, press your foot away from your body, and notice how the knee is going to elevate. So there's an inward pull through the sitting bone, and then an upward extension with your knee. Relax and return to Sphinx pose. Shoulders are a little tired after all of that work. We're going to rest your forehead onto the ground now. You can take your hands beside your body. Or you can take your hands under your chin. And from here, I'm pressing straight down with my left foot. And I'm going to lift the sole of my right foot up towards the sky. So here's the glutes coming into play. We want to keep your leg close to the center line. So if your leg is moving out to the side, you want to zip your legs towards one another. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep extending through the sole of your right foot. So you're really trying to lift your foot up towards the ceiling. And then switch. Top of your right foot flat on the ground, then the sole of your left foot lifting up to the ceiling. Keep your legs moving towards the center line. 4, 5, 6. And then hands under your shoulders. Draw your upper arms into your back. Inhale, cobra pose. So a little bit of a larger cobra pose this time. Forehead to the earth. So how are you guys doing so far? Beginning back bends, warming up your shoulders, warming up your sitting bones, toning up your hips. You ready to hit the dance floor? Go to the salsa clubs? Or are you more of a couch potato? You just like to watch it on television? Got a lot of dance shows like So You Think You Can Dance? And then that one with the celebrities dancing. I cannot think of the name of it though. What is the name of the show? What is the name of the show where the celebrities dance? If you're a couch potato and you like to watch those shows, let me know what it is because I cannot think of it. I like to watch The Voice, actually. So now I'm rising into our first full back bend. This is an upward facing, oh no, sorry. This is not upward facing bow. This is bow pose. Cannot come up with the right names today. Bow pose. So bow as in bow and arrow. Neck is relaxed, shoulder blades drawing close to the spine. Got a nice grip through the sitting bones, elevation through the knees, openness in the heart and in the lungs. And you can switch your grip from being on the inside of your feet to the outside of your feet. Just a slightly different shoulder rotation. And then come back down to rest. So you can rise as you're ready, and we're going to come up onto our hands and our knees. Now you can favorite this video because I'm going to show you some more advanced variations with modifications. So ideally, if you favorite this video, you'll be able to progress in this one 20-minute segment. So for those of you who are familiar with pigeon pose, you don't have any knee injuries, you can move into a hip opener here. And for those of you who are a little tighter in the hips, need a step back from that pose, I'm going to have you come onto your back and cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. And you can stay right here. You can also take the reclined pigeon variation here. And you can switch sides and just warm up your hips, all right? For those of you who are in the pigeon pose, this is going to be a nice place to warm up the extension of your spine. So the spinal extension is a back bend, and it's going to use all of the energy that we did to open the shoulders in our bow pose, but this time we are upright. So we're having to lift from our belly more and root down through our legs. Now from pigeon pose, you could choose to fold forward, forehead to the ground, and relax. And you can also choose to extend your left arm out to the side, reach back as you pull your left foot in. So same principle here of pressing the foot away from your body And then pressing your foot into the heel of your hand to energize your sitting bone, to wake up your tush, and to get some power through the spinal extension. Now, you bring your foot even closer, you lift your top arm, take your right hand to your left foot and swing your chest back around. King pigeon pose. Left arm forward and up overhead. So my back foot is completely energized, my shoulders are energized, and my spine is in a good extension. Lifting up, folding over, and you'll switch sides. So again, these are a more advanced variation in the beginner's back bend. So I want you to take it through stages. So how we practice yoga is stage by stage. In Sanskrit, we'll call it a krama. You can also think of it as stepping stones. So this might be your stepping stone right here. And you just feel the energy. You can just grow into the energy of the more advanced pose. It's all the same. Ultimately, it's all the same. You're just growing with it and letting it change shapes. So here we have the back foot energized, and then the top arm can reach over. I'm gonna fix my dancer's top to grab this back foot. So think about the thigh, the back thigh, again being integrated towards the midline. So energize your inner thighs. Lift through your belly so you support the extension in your spine. And then to come out, drop it back, bowing over. And rise. So we'll meet our friends who are in reclined pigeon pose on our backs. So if you're watching the video and you are a dancer or you're a cheerleader, you'll notice that these forms are very similar to some of the poses you do, like the scorpion pose in cheerleading. So this is a great workout to develop strength and flexibility to get you more advanced in your practice. Laying down on the ground, I'm going to show you one more back bending pose, and I'm going to take you through steps again. So stepping stones into our upward facing bow. This first one, we rise into bridge pose. So the hips are lifted, and I'm going to press down through the balls of my feet and lift up through my heels. I can take my hands to my hips and then drop my heels down. We want to keep the hips even, so the right and left side. If you're feeling like you're tipped off to one side or another, you can slide a block or a cushion or a blanket underneath your hips. I do have a block, so if you're just beginning this pose, here's what your supported bridge will look like. You can turn the block up, level. And then when you want to come into the full back bend, you're going to place your hands over your shoulders. Fingertips pointing down underneath your back. Draw your heels to your sitting bones and lift through your hips and lift through your shoulders. Come to the crown of your head. And with strong arms pulling into your back body, you press up. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Heart opening. Standing into the power of your legs, the energy of your feet. More advanced variation is to straighten your legs. And come back down. So rest on the ground so you find balance between the rhythm in your breath and your heartbeat. Take gentle twists from side to side. And that's our backbending practice. So you can take as many moments as you need to rest in Shavasana. Thank you for practicing. I hope you loved the backbend video. And thank you to LightintheBox for the fancy outfit. Again, my name is Courtney Bell. Please check me out at my website, yogacurrents.com. And subscribe to Psychetruth for more of these amazing practice videos, as well as a lot of other informative content. And I hope to see you soon again. Namaste.